I finished assembling my $266 TEVO Tarantula 3D printer kit, and noticed some less than satisfactory things. The most obvious issue was the power supply. It's a 12 volt, 20 amp unit, and it doesn't have an internal fan. I've seen this running at over 50 degrees C before. It's about 28 C in my house, but 50 C is still a little on the warm side for my liking. I'm printing a horizontal pen holder that I designed earlier. Just wanted to get everything up to temperature. I've zip tied the fan in place already, now I just need to attach the wires. Immediately the temperature starts dropping. Five minutes later and it's already a much more reasonable temperature. It stabilizes around 35 degrees C. I also noticed that the stock wires were a bit warm. It's only 14 gauge wire, which is thin for 20 amps. I assume that this is copper clad aluminum wire and not copper wire. Copper clad wire is rated quite a bit lower than actual copper wire. This chart is from the National Electrical Code. You can see that even 12 gauge copper clad wire is probably not suitable for this application. I'm switching to 12 gauge THHN wire with a 90 degree temperature rating. Always use fork or ring terminals whenever you can. The new wire is cooler to the touch and reads below 30 degrees C. It's around 20 degrees C in my house, so that's pretty good. I'm also putting in a 20 amp fuse. The maximum output of this power supply is also 20 amps, but I don't think I'll ever need all of that output. The heated bed maxes out at 13.3 amps, but it's rarely running at its maximum output. Each stepper motor is rated for 1.7 amps, but you rarely run all four at once. Honestly, a larger power supply would be better here. If you're looking for an upgrade, just buy a Meanwell brand power supply. I'm installing bootlace wire ferrules on all of the wires that go into the screw terminals on the control board. These are common in industrial applications and are more frequently found outside the United States. Here's a good reason to use wire ferrules. These nozzle heater wire strands are breaking because of the screw terminal. The ferrules will protect them. Disclaimer, I'm not an electrician or an electrical inspector. Modify your 3D printer at your own risk and don't leave your printer unattended no matter what.